I don't care what people say about the Game Pro, it is one of the coolest feelings ever to wake up to a shiny Pokemon. So as you can see, shiny Crabrawler, 324 soft resets. Let's go and throw out a quick ball right there. So it is a little different, like I don't have the bottom screen, I don't have the screen recording, it's just all through the webcam that comes with the Game Pro. But there we go, guys. Let's go and see if we should just quick ball this Crabrawler. And GG, just like that. And then I'm free to do whatever I want in my other games. So there's a lot of fun stuff about this. And then here's the thing, I did want to clarify a couple of things from my Game Pro video. A lot of people saying that this modifies the DS and it like wires into the DS and tampers with it in some way and that it runs code. No, it does none of those things. That, as you can see, I can just go and detach my DS just like that, and yeah, now I can go and play it normally because there's no wires attached to the DS. There's no modifying of the DS whatsoever. It's purely hardware that just presses buttons on top of the DS. I don't know where people got the idea that it modifies things. And then there's this little guy right here. This is just a light sensor, and then that kind of shows how it works. Because the way that the Game Pro works is that whenever, also, can I focus that so it just doesn't look like garbage while I'm talking about that? So the way the Game Pro works is that whenever you encounter a Pokemon, you might notice that the screen goes dark. Well, the screen is darker because it plays that little shiny sprite shine animation where the Pokemon's shiny. So it just says, oh, the screen's been darker for slightly longer. That means you must have a shiny Pokemon. And then the Game Pro just goes, yeah, you do. And then it stops. And then it says, yay, shiny at however many soft resets. So that's really all that there is to it with the Game Pro. And let me go and hook up this Wimpod one right now. Okay, so now let's go and get the Wimpod running. Let's go and set this up, and it should do a soft reset right there, and then it'll start running through it. And I already have the Wimpod encounter set up. So, like I showed in the video, pretty much just want to save it in front of Wimpod as though you're doing the shiny hunting soft reset, and then everything is going to be good to go right there. And let's go and try to make this fit and look kind of nice. My thought is if I can drag the screen like here, it'll only show kind of the bottom numbers, and then it'll make a lot of sense as everything's kind of like scrolling by and stuff. So we'll start initializing and setting up if I'm not... Oh my god, I'm breaking everything right now. So let's try this again. But yeah, we can see that what it's going to do is start the timing. Blackout will be set to that. Press enter to confirm. So let me go over here, enter, and now these soft resets are counting. And then over time, those soft resets will add up if I can get it into the right place. So that looks pretty good. I think that should be really nice and look all cool and stuff, and hopefully it won't be too distracting. I think that's my biggest problem when I'm like trying to set these things up. I also know something else I can do is darken, so that way like whenever it's like soft resetting or whenever the camera lighting is getting all weird and stuff, we don't have to worry about that too much, and then we can just kind of see whenever we get the shiny Wimpod. Also, the camera kind of looks bad over there, so let me go and adjust it, because I can have this wherever I want. It's not at my desk right now. It's actually at my computer, because I have to directly plug it into the ports. That if I used a USB extender, and it didn't really like that too much, so I have it across the room, and I'm going to go... Also, it probably works better, because that way you don't hear the motors. You might hear an occasional ticking kind of noise, but I don't think it's as bad as it could be. Okay, so I'm going to make a judgment call and say that that looks not terrible, and this is just one of the coolest things ever. I don't understand how anyone can hate on this. I'm playing Pokemon twice at once right now, and it gives you the freedom to do whatever. Like, oh, I can money make, because remember, if you break the boulders, this is like one of the fastest ways of making money in Pokemon Sun and Moon. But really, the goal of this video is to do the Bewear method, because the Bewear method is awesome, that I can get a shiny Bewear, or I can also just get my Pokemon to level 100. So yeah, I have a Fainted Abra, because the SOS battles work off the Pokemon that's first in your party. So I have my synchronized Pokemon right there, Adamant Abra. That way, if I do get a Bewear, it will be an Adamant Nature. My Aegislash now has Substitute, and I'm going to get my Ultra Beast and Lunala up to level 100, because Lunala is really good if I want to do an Elite Four run for some experience and money as well. And there's just a lot of really awesome things, like, oh, I need to go and find a Bewear, and then you can, like, see how long the soft resets are going to take. Like, guys, I'm gonna be right back with a Bewear, and this is like soft resets on the Wimpod, 280. Now, depending on how long it takes, it's not gonna take that long. There's a lot of like really fun things, and it helps keep track of time. And a lot of people get mad. It's like, oh, how many Bewears have you fainted? What's the shiny counter right now? Well, at least we have one shiny counter. So I would like some feedback, guys. Tell me like if that looks good, bad, if the screen layout kind of works. Like, it doesn't have its own special box, but I think it fits and it works together with everything. But I also do find it really funny that, like, all the idiot kids, they see a command prompt and they just lose their mind. Like, oh, hacking, he's using a C script, so it must be bad. Honestly, the only thing that the GamePro does is it presses the start button. Like, that's it. Like, you already, like, the way that the GamePro is built is that it has a case that holds DS, and it automatically holds down the L and the R button, so once you press start, it immediately soft resets it. So it's like, okay, so you find all soft resetting illegal then. How dumb are you? Is kind of the breakdown of that. But then also, and then it also presses the A button, because it presses A right there at the start screen, and then it presses A right there at the menu screen, or at the, like, yeah, I believe that's title screen, menu screen, whatever. But you set that up, and then it just runs that. So there's no tampering of the game. There's no software modification. That is a hard copy of Pokemon Sun and Moon, so it's not like you don't even have to homebrew. You just slide in your DS. You don't even plug it in. You just slide it in, and then you're done. So now we have the Bewear, and let's go and get this set up. Oh, I didn't refresh all the PP on my Sacred Sword. That's fine. So Aegislash, now I'm super fast. Like, I got a lot of levels on this Aegislash from my stream, so we didn't get the shiny Bewear on the stream, which is kind of upsetting, but now because of that, we are good to go. Then I'm just going to mash the Swords Dance a couple of times, use that false swipe, and that's all there is to the Aegislash. Like, that's the setup. So I will give credit for all the people that were telling me to go and use the substitute. I said this on stream, but I'm just like, so I think I might even say it again. Like, I want to do stream highlights at the end of this, because I did have a pretty massive stream fail. I actually had like several almost stream fails, so we can false swipe the Bewear right here, and then that's all that it should take. But I'm kind of triggered because I'm not a fan of sub Aegislash, and I didn't want to like put too many technical moves on the Aegislash, but this is the better way. That I didn't know initially. Like, I know that substitute ignores pain split, but when I was going through the guide, it didn't occur to me, and then I forgot, and then I forgot again, and then I forgot again. But now it works. Like, this is the official super easy method. We can get Bewear down to 1 hit points on this false swipe. We use the Adrenaline Orb, and then that's going to be the best experience. And then technically we're shiny hunting, or we're also shiny hunting for the Wimpod. Like, I don't understand why people don't think that the GamePro is one of the coolest things ever. I remember when Newbie did his video initially, and I remember there was also that chain fishing thing. Did Newbie make the first chain fishing one as well? Because there's that chain fishing one back in like the first month of X and Y where it used the light sensor, and then it had like that little digital screen layout. It was this video right here, so not Newbie, but Deku Nukem. And what really blew everyone out of the water was how fast it happened. November 4th. So less than a month after Pokemon X and Y came out, we already had a machine that was shiny hunting, because everyone was still losing their minds. Like, yo, this is the fastest shiny hunting we've ever seen for like insane odds on the chain fishing. Like, once chain fishing was discovered, shiny hunting changed forever, and then you can automate it because it's such a simple process right here, and even had like a little readout, it beeps shiny and stuff. It's just so cool to watch, and then it got almost 1 million views, 864,000. Also this one down here, like 250,000 views right there, and no, there's not a lot of dislikes because this is hype. This is like some really fun stuff. I think that people are ignoring that and just like, oh, Verlisify's doing it, must hate immediately. And that's just like the stupidity of the Pokemon community really showing through. I don't understand where like the appreciation for this stuff is. Because like, I find that this is really, really nifty what's going on over on the other screen while I'm doing this right now. And I wanted to make a statement earlier, but it kind of slipped my mind and now I just remembered about it. What's really cool about it is that when you get a shiny Pokemon, the program stops running. So you can just see that, like, it makes that little noise. So I can go to sleep, and, like, the noise wasn't bothering me. So you wake up, and if you hear the of the motor run, it's like, oh, I don't have a shiny yet. But if you wake up, and it's silent for about a minute, you know, you're drifting in and out, you're just kind of waking up and stuff, or you're just doing whatever, and it's like, wait, I don't hear anything. And then you go and look on the screen, there's just a shiny Pokemon right in your face. That's what happened with the Crabrawler. That's why I was like, yo, this is cool. This is still exciting. This is still really fun because it's kind of like that adventure. If you go out to the store and you come back while it's running, it's like, did I get anything special? Is it still happening? Because the first time when I did the Wimpod, that was over 900 resets. So that's kind of like, oh man, am I ever going to get the shiny? And then it ended up happening. So, alright, so I guess I'm just going to go and say kind of the last things about this video and whatnot. I did soft reset this Bewear encounter because I noticed I had battle animations on. So whenever you see like battle animation weirdness that they're on and off at different times and stuff, normally that's because they're on when they shouldn't be because I turned them on for Fan Fridays, and then I forget to turn it off and stuff. So now we have the Bewear reset. It didn't really take too long because the thing about these is that you're in it for the long haul. It's going to take hours and hours to get level 100 Pokemon, and it could take hours and hours to go and get a shiny Bewear. So that's another thing. And people were saying like Golduck would be a better Pokemon to encounter. But here's the thing about Bewear. Bewear is super free. Like at first I thought Bewear was more of a hassle and a challenge, and that it wasn't worth it. But you take a ghost type Pokemon, you give it false swipe, you put it behind a substitute, and then Bewear doesn't do anything to you. So all the moves are just not going to affect you, and the animations go by really quick because you just quick Sacred Sword hit, that's it. And people were talking about Golduck. Well, Golduck still damages you. That means you're losing time to the hit points being lost. So, you know, your hit point bar drops down. That's time lost. By comparison, it starts to add up over hours and hours. Also, if you have to use potions, you know, this is much more AFK. That pretty much all you have to do is just not kill the only Bewear on the field, and then you're done just like that. Also, I don't know if Bewear has more or less overall PP, but still, like pretty much what I do is every time I use a Lepa Berry, I just kind of switch priority of the targets for the Bewear, and that doesn't take any time at all. So I would say Bewear is faster because, okay, it might take you 5 more minutes to find a Bewear encounter than a Golduck encounter, but because of that, that's not really, like, after you play for hours and hours, that time is easily going to be made up. So Bewear is certainly the best method. And I guess another thing, closing statement about, like, the Game Pro or anything like that is the work is still being done. That, you know, it's not like I'm magically creating a Pokemon out of thin air in less than a second with the Pokegen, Pikahex, all the hacking programs that modify the game. You know, this is not tampering with the software of the game. This is not tampering the game at all. It's physically pressing a button, which is what you and I do and what we're probably doing right now, or something like that. So I think that's a big one. Also, the work is still being done. That it can take hours and days to get the shiny Pokemon, and it's not even like useful competitive shine. It's not like I'm going to catch that Wimpod and I automatically have a 6 IV shiny Wimpod that I can go and take to the battle spot. I still have to put in the work afterwards. So it's not even a time skip. It's just like something else is happening. It's multitasking, and I'm pretty sure multitasking isn't against the rules. So there we go, guys. That's what I have to say about this. If you want to stick around longer in this video, you can go and watch some of these stream highlights. I will warn you, like, the reason I was going to lead off with the stream highlights, but then I realized the quality is terrible because it was taking the stream quality, so it's not going to be as good. The audio is a little messy, but yeah, it's just some fun stuff that was happening on stream. We'll certainly be streaming more. Like, this is a cool stream setup. This is a fun thing to engage with live, and I really hope at some point, you know, I get a live shiny Pokemon, like the shiny Wimpod. I want to soft reset this guy forever. Like, Wimpod is such a cool little Pokemon. It's like adorable in its own cute kind of way, even though he's all like, I'm a scaredy cat little kind of bug Pokemon. So that's pretty neat right there. Also, if I'm like streaming, you know, I get enough of these, I can do giveaways. The dream though, the dream is getting a live shiny, because most of these are going to happen while I'm asleep or something. Like, I'm just paying attention to the screen, like, come on, that'd be really cool if I got the shiny. Or if, you know, it'd be really funny if I'm focusing on the game too much and I don't notice I have a shiny. You know, it's like the shiny's on screen for 5 minutes, I look up like, oh, that's the shiny Wimpod. You know, there's a lot of cool opportunities, but most of these are going to be, well, not even while I'm asleep, just while I'm AFK. You know, I'm playing Overwatch and I pick up a shiny. I'm just AFK, I'm not recording, and then I come back to the recording, it's like, oh, hey, by the way, shiny Wimpod. So we're going to see how those updates end up working out for the videos. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys get ready for some more shiny, level 100, crazy, perfect Pokemon playing hype. And hope you guys enjoy the stream as well. See you tomorrow. And then after I don't remember when I left off, so after I used this Lepa Berry for refreshing the Sacred Sword, I'm going to switch Bewear's. Bewear's been attacking. I haven't been getting a lot of calls. Actually, I feel like doing it now. Just If this fails, I'll use the Lepa Berry. Yeah, I can just use a Lepa Berry whenever and not take the risk. Shiny Dratini. Yeah, no, those Pokemon just take so long to appear in general. Oh, yo, Unnerve. Hey, isn't that a hidden ability? Like, I just been seeing the Unnerves pop up recently. So if it's Unnerved, then that means we know it's not fluffy, so it'll be easy to hit with a false swipe. Perfect timing! What? Oh my goodness. Okay, that happened? What? Oh my god. Okay, that is like some of the craziest luck. I need to go into Lunala, that way Bewear won't KO itself. So have a backup ghost Pokemon just in case that struggle shenanigans happen. Oh no. Okay, this is an argument for substitute. Wait. What did I do wrong? Did I Sacred Sword? I wasn't paying attention. I was reading chat. I mashed A. Oh, no. I'm an idiot. What did I do wrong? I get to watch. Oh, I missed it on the stream. GG. Well, I guess that accidentally ends the stream. I'm mentally AFK'd right there. Like, that's what that. See, that's why we have to end the stream. Because, like I said, I get bored, I get tired, I have no idea what's going on anymore. I iron-headed. God damn it. And I get a sub. Yay! The sub gets to, you know, you subbed at the right time. Right as I'm ending the stream. And right as I screw up massively. Well, there's a couple things that we could do. There's a couple of things that we can do right now. We can take the substitute. And we can give substitute the Aegislash. Because that's gonna be good. So we can get rid of Ironhead, and then we'll just have sub and Sacred Sword. What was another thing? Oh yeah, a synchronized Pokemon. If I have Synchronize as well, we can go and grab a synchronized Pokemon. Pheromosa goes there. And check out all these synchronized Abos I have. So Sassy Modest Adamant. Boom, just like that. And that's kind of it.